Industrial Revolution ushered in a new era that threatened to transform the values of men. No longer would spirituality be their compass, but not all welcomed the
Hey, Lucas.
In 1783, just as the fires of the Laki eruption had plunged all of Europe into an ashen darkness, a horde of demons spilled from the shadows and fell upon city after English city.
Haha, fuck England. Oh, wait a minute, I live there.
The Alchemy Guild, fearing the rise of industrialism and abandonment by their wealthy patrons, had done the unthinkable to defend their existence.
They brought Dracula back to life.
Through recondite arts, the alchemists had created shard binders, humans transplanted with crystal that attuned them to demonic power.
Ooh.
They sacrificed the shard binders, and in doing so threw the gates of the world open to demon.
Well, that's a smart idea, isn't it?
Countless innocents died. And though the church succeeded in vanquishing the Hell's End, a steep price had
Actually, this voice sounds a bit like Belmont from the Netflix show I was just talking about. Netflix, Castlevania.
Shard binders. They were presumed to have all died in the sacrificial rite.
But you haven't.
However,
Oh, what's this game about, Lucas? It's basically because Konami said we're not making Castlevania because we're cunts. The head person behind it left it and made one.
a girl who was spared the rite altogether on account of the strange slumber that took her just before it could begin. 10 years have passed. Mankind too soon forgets tragedy.
But basically, this is like Castlevania.
Presaged by
More so, Castlevania Symphony of the Night.
and on this very hour, Miriam awakens.
Yes, it's out.
Unlearning
Yeah,
Jeeble is the
I've watched it already.
architect of this new bloodstained ritual.
I mean, I've already seen season 1 and
Miriam
season 2
and the alchemist
anyway.
Johannes set forth for the accursed castle. Their galleon cuts through the water, lancing towards the inevitable.
But yeah, didn't want to talk over the narration, but basically, I moved on from XCOM Pirates for 2 reasons. One reason was that the save file I was currently on was doomed. I was being killed by demons left, right, and centre, and they've decided to. Well, basically, I was in one of those situations where, like what happens in classic XCOM, if you research too much.
Johannes, are you certain it was...
You unlock far too powerful enemies and then they kick your ass. So that's what happened with me. The other reason is because bloody music companies have decided to basically shit on my videos with the song requests. So that's another reason why I wasn't feeling too into playing that. So I thought, I'll play something a little bit more action-packed. Plus I'm in a Castlevania mood as well. Hey, Dodgy. Oh yeah, Dodgy, I sent you a message about asking what was the game that you wanted. Yeah, that you wanted me to stream, like to put up a bit high on the list. And hey, Bear, yeah, it still looks like a really fun game. I've just not played it yet. So what now about music companies? Oh, because I had the song requests thing, there's so many of them were saying, nope, that's not fair use, fuck you. And I said, it is fair use, fuck you. They're like, no, it's not fair use, fuck you. They said, it is fair use, fuck you. And they're like, right, we're putting a strike on your channel because fuck you. Yeah, they copy struck. One of my videos has now been copyright struck, and that was by actually, I'll double check what game was that. What video was that? It was the second one, and because of the song, when I do the song requests again, I'm going to blacklist those songs from that company. Yeah, I know, it's totally fair use. Yeah, bastards. I'll try and find what was that game? Game. What am I talking about? It was... Yeah, pending removal, blah, blah, blah. because it's on pending removal now, so it's now a copyright strike for Land of Confusion, the 2007 remaster by Genesis. They're the ones who are claiming that, oh, no, you're not using anything within, blah, blah, blah. Is it actually freeing themselves out of a bit of money? Yeah. Yeah, basically. Where's, Yeah, I'll show you. There you go. See? Cunts. Right there. Land of Confusion 2007 Remastered Genesis. They've decided to say, no, fuck you. Your video is not within fair use, bollocks, blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, it's WMG, which I know WMG are like assholes that all the time. But it's also these people, Laker Network. On behalf of Guildring Limited. Oh, someone gifted you a game, did they? But yeah, this song I would suggest for you to avoid then in the future, and I'm gonna blacklist it on my playlist along with everything by that song group and album group, so that they can go fuck themselves. Ah, I've heard of Blasphemous. Oh, not Twitch. No, not on Twitch. No, it's just YouTube. Just YouTube, but still. Fucking pain in the ass. Fucking pain in the ass. Alright, back to the game capture. Ooh. Be careful with in games for people you don't know. Yeah, I was gonna say I'm pretty certain Bear's gonna be careful with that. But I do know what you mean. There are some dodgy people out there that will do things to get into your account.
It was Jeebel's doing, Miriam. No mistake.
It's so hard to believe. I wouldn't even be alive if not for him. He's a good soul.
Not
I
anymore.
I know how you feel. But the facts are apparent. And the hell he endured 10 years ago would break the best of souls, Miriam. I want you to know that I'm sorry. What my brothers subjected you to, there's no forgiving it.
Oh yeah, I was asking you, Dodgy, what is the game? Because I just saw the thing pop up saying that you redeemed the points, blah blah blah, but it didn't say what the game was. Mega Man Command Mission X. Huh, I've not heard of that, but I'll write that down. Shit, I've put out a notepad paper, haven't I? Bollocks. I have to try and find one of my notepads then. Stupid pen. It's an awesome turn-based Mega Man Adventure game. Aye. Ah, right, okay. What's it? Mega Man Command Mission X. Right, I'll try and find that. So then, at the next stream, if we finish Police Noughts, we'll go straight into that. This version is better because of the audio. Alright, that's a... Again, I'll note that down, just to be safe. Plus, I find sometimes the GameCube can be a bit wonky.
It was their transgression, not yours. You always took care of us.
Obviously, not enough.
Well, let it go, Johannes. We need to focus on the task ahead. If Jeebel is responsible for the summoning, then I have to stop him. I gave him my word.
Yeah, that's strange. I have heard of things like that between consoles in the past, where sometimes the music gets messed up. I mean, if you've ever seen The Angry Video Game Nerd, he reviewed the difference between Sega CD's Doom and the Super Nintendo's Doom. And where the Super Nintendo's Doom had, less graphical quality, and I think there was some other issue, the Sega CD version, for some reason, had missing levels, and the music quality on it was piss poor. There's 10 different variations of Doom, yeah. Oh, I know, yeah.
I ought to do it. He was my best friend.
But I mean, as was mentioned in that AVGN, the Sega CD was meant to be like the next level. It was meant to be, it was meant to be way above Super Nintendo, because it was like all the add-ons and shit that made it basically a next gen console in some ways. But it obviously didn't work out that way. Oh, that does remind me. Have you seen that news where it's talking about the that prototype, that PlayStation prototype? I mean, Nintendo PlayStation prototype. Oh, piss off. There, that thing, see? The Sony Nintendo PlayStation. Which, this was meant to be a response to Sega... Oh, piss off, son. This was meant to be a response to, Sega making the CD add-on. So the idea was that Nintendo were working with Sony to make a CD add-on for the Nintendo. But it never came to fruition. And Nintendo at the last minute just kind of went, you know what, we don't feel like it. And that's how PlayStation was born into the industry, because they had all this hardware, they had licenses to publish some of the video games, but they couldn't, but Nintendo dropped out of it. So, one of the things you do not do in Japan is say to your work colleagues that you've just been working together in the business, is to tell them to fuck off because now you've changed your mind. And so that's basically how Sony got into the game industry, was because of this thing here. And then they of course made their own console out of it instead. But this is the thing that went for auction for previously turned down 1.2 million. Bloody hell. Well, that's the thing I find kind of funny. He sold it for £275,000. Oh, there's a big parallel expansion port, and yeah, that's it. That was the idea of it. It was meant to be well, I mean, that one's a different kind of prototype, but the idea was it was meant to act like the Sega CD, where you add it and it had your own edition, because they were afraid that Sega CD was getting well ahead. But if you saw some of the Sega CD games, I think a lot of people were kind of happy. No, we didn't go that way. That's good. Anyway, let's get back to the game. I think a lot of people were kind of happy that didn't happen, to be honest.
But I'm the only one who can. The shard experiments prepared me for combat. Let them amount to something. 10 whole years. What put me in that sleep?
No one knows.
I wish I had the answer. All I know is the spell that stopped time for you was advanced, arcane. But by observing the ebb of the magic's hold on you, I was able to predict exactly when you would wake up.
Oh, I see.
We'll make landfall soon. You should get ready. I had the chest there packed with essential equipment. Now would be a good time to put it on.
Put on a chest? I already have a chest. That's right. Ha! No, I can't break those, so Wah! It's a Castlevania game, so break the lantern! Break it. Boots. Oh, I see. I can choose a knife or 8 attack or boots. Yeah, I'm guessing I've got nothing else. That's fine.
Good. You're prepared. The next order of business is to...
Ew.
I'll take care of it.
Fuck you. Shard power. Shard, because a form of demonic power. It can be handled by any ordinary human being. Yeah, Nintendo 64 happy abortive. The N64 disc drive in Japan, but it never came in the US peripherals. Yeah, I can imagine it didn't sell very well. Just remember, they also did Philips as well. Philips was also meant to take CD-ROM, but instead they made they were also abandoned at the wayside, so they made the Philips CDI. Ooh. Cerulean Splash.
Was that a shard?
I'd forgotten the way it felt. Like uninvited claws scraping across my bones.
Ooh.
The demon's power was transmuted into that shard, which forcibly bonded to the crystal embedded in your body.
I was talking about shards. This makes me want to watch the Dark Crystal again.
The strength you gain from it
The
is
crystal shard.
undeniable, but eventually, the crystal will devour you.
It was Gelfling who started this war. Not us, not us Skeksis.
I thought the procedure you discovered halted the corruption.
It did, but that doesn't guarantee you'll be safe if you start absorbing shards in massive quantities.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
I know my body's limits better than anyone. And I'm going to need all the power I can get. And if I run into trouble, you can help me. You've done it before. You'll do it again.
Thanks for giving me a choice in the matter. Well, I won't let you down. Not if I can help it. Just promise you won't push yourself.
Oh, shit, he's been taken away.
How did they get inside?
The demons from the castle must have infested the ship.
Then they can help me wake up these muscles of mine. I'll wipe the deck with them.
There's the bouncing water.